Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I have this gorgeous little Easter tutorial for you for these little Easter boxes. They hold one little egg. I've got a caramel egg in here. You could put cream eggs or Lindor, anything you fancy. They're great for little gifts. I'm making these for my colleagues at work. I know they're going to love them. And so let's get on and make that. Should you wish to purchase any of the Stampin' Up products that I'm demonstrating today, I would be very, very grateful for your business. Just click in that little down arrow description bar here, which is the See More button, and that will bring a little drop down menu which will take you to the measurements and to my online shop. And at the moment it's Celebration, and you can choose free products when you spend £45 or more. You choose a free product. You can have as many free products as you wish. So if you spent £90, you'd get 2 free products. £135, you'd choose 3 from the little Celebration catalogue, which is on my right hand side bar of my website. You'll be able to see the gorgeous products you can choose, and this is called Beautiful Peacock. This is a Celebration product, and that is what I've used to decorate the front of my box. So let's crack on. We're going to put those to one side. You can see that I've used the scalloped tag topper punch to create my beautiful scalloped edge there to put my ribbon through. I've used the layering ovals, which I'll show you in a moment, and let's make them. Today I've got a piece of elegant eggplant cardstock, and this measures in centimetres, 28 by 5. And we are going to score it at 11.5 and 16.5. 16.5 on this scoreboard is just where that little arm comes out, so that's 16.5. And then I've got a little square for the box that the little egg sits on, and that measures 9 by 9 centimetres, and we are going to score it on all 4 sides at 2 centimetres. So I'm putting it in here, and my 2 centimetre mark is just over here on the right hand side. So we're going to score that on all 4 sides at 2 centimetres. So that's the scoring done. Now I've used my circles, I've used my ovals and my layering circles, and what I've done, I've cut out, so these are the circles, I've cut out of the centre here, this. Now if you've got a 1 1/4 inch circle punch, then you can use that to cut the centre out, or if you've got these layering ovals, you use the smallest of the scalloped edges, and that cuts out like that. So that cuts out in the center there. So we're going to now use this one, and on this one we're going to use the scalloped tag topper punch in a moment. So let's put these bits away, we don't need that scoring anymore. So you'll fold and burnish all our score lines. And there's only 2, so it's nice and easy peasy. And then what have I done with it? My scalloped tag topper punch here. You push your ends in to the fullest extent it will go. There, press down, and you do that at both ends like that, and that gets you your little scalloped edges like that. Gorgeous little punch, that gorgeous little punch for tags, all sorts of things. Whoops, I've knocked my water over. All sorts of things you can make with that. So first things first, we need to make up our little box. So we've cut our centre out using your 1 1/4 inch punch, or if you haven't got that, the layering ovals. And then using our scissors, we're going to chop into the sides here, like that. So that's that done. Cut out your little wedges so that you get a neat finish to your box. And we want glue on all 4 tabs, and I'm using the Tombow liquid glue. Well, I am when it comes out. Whoops, got it running now. What's the matter with this glue today? That's it. And push your tabs down together on your corners. Make sure they're nice and flush and square. And before we go on, I did get this idea from simplysimplestamping.com, so if you'd like to visit that lady's website as well, that is where I got the idea from. This project does go back to 2014, so nearly 4 years ago, and I loved it so much I thought I would give it a go myself. So we're putting that all together like that, and so then we need to fit it into our little tab that we've created. But before we do that, we need to punch an oval. So what I did was I got my ovals framelets dies. So let's bring them in together because I've got a pink one to show you what I did. So using the second size small, I cut a hole, run that through my big shot and cut a hole out. That gave me a hole that looked like that, and I wanted to put a little fancy border on. So what I did then was I got the oval that would fit inside it perfectly without damaging, and then I ran that through my big shot. So on another piece of card, so I got a piece of Daffodil Delight card, and I laid these down onto that card, ran it through my big shot, and that gave me a middle, and it also gave me a little frame, and you can see how that works. And you take the middle out, you might be able to use that on another project. Looks like an egg, doesn't it? So that's how I did it, and I just glued it around the outside with a little bit of Tombow glue, and that is how I created that centre. So we'll put those away. So the ones I used was the second size in the straight lines and the third size in the scallop, and that's how I created my little border. And we only need it on one side, and you position that, let me get my ruler, you position it, you position that, you've got your fold line here, and you position it 2.5 centimeters away from that bottom edge. 2.5 centimeters, or in inches, that is in inches, well, turn it around the other way, Sandra, is 1 inch. Silly me, I should have realised that. So we've cut that out now, we've folded and burnished. So now we want to put our egg together, so we're going to put glue along the outside edge of your box. So on the opposite sides, place that down into the centre where you want it to be, where it's supposed to be positioned, and bring the sides up like that. Make sure that's located right at the very, very bottom, and run your bone folder along to just make sure that that's stuck down nicely. Put your glue away, and I've just realised that I haven't got myself a little egg to put inside there. That won't do, I'll just nip off and get it. Right then, I'm back. So I've got my little egg, which gets placed in there. And then we're going to get our ribbon. This is a piece of Daffodil Delight. It's in the Stampin' Up catalogue. Fold it in half, position it through. I think it might be easier if I just do it like that. And then run that through, keeping your ends all straight. And there we have our little gift. And you can decorate it with flowers, anything that you fancy, anything you've got in your cupboard. But today I'm going to decorate mine with my free Beautiful Peacock stamp set. So let's get that and do a bit of stamping. So we're getting a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I've got a piece here, and I've put on my cardstock. I've put on my blocks, and I've used the C block, the B block, the A block, and the H block. And we are going to use, what colours are we going to use? I think we'll use Elegant Eggplant. We will use Melon Mambo. And we will use Daffodil Delight, because all those colours are featured. So let me see now. Let's get my peacock. So we're going to stamp our peacock on our paper, like that. And that wasn't very good, was it? Didn't get enough ink on that. So let's go again. Stamp our peacock. That's better. And then for his feathers, we're going to do that in pink. Melon Mumbo. So let me pull you down slightly so that you can see how I'm lining this up. So let's position that there. So into the Melon Mumbo ink I'm going. In fact, I've changed my mind about that colour. I'm going to use the yellow. I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight instead, because I think it'll look better up against my Melon Mumbo box. So into the Daffodil Delight, and then you line it up. That part there is his body of the peacock, so you need to get that part over the body. And if my head gets in the way, I apologise, but I do need to make sure this is lined up. So you line that up, put it down, lift it up. I haven't made a perfect job of that, but I think we'll get away with it for now, because you'll get the idea. And then in those little dots that are left, I'm going to put some of these little flowers. Oh, I'm really not. Look, this isn't good enough, Sandra. Let's start again. Start again. Right, into the ink with the elegant eggplant and down onto the paper. Into the Daffodil Delight. Position it over and stamp. That's better. Then the tiniest of flowers, which is that one there on this set. You get lots of lovely, I love those flourishes, they're gorgeous. And then into the Melon Mumbo, and over the little spots that are there for you. I'm sure that these have been put there so that you can go over. Like that. And then I'm going to finish it off, because I like it. I'm going to put some of these into his body, because I like the look. Like that. So that finishes him off, and then I've used the little flourish as his tail. Maybe I could use the other one instead for this. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to use this flourish here. I love that. And we're going to use the elegant eggplant for that. And this is going to be stamped different, well away, because we're going to fussy cut it. So I'm going to stamp 2 of those, like that. So that's all our stamping done. I'm going to put these away before we have any accidents with them. And then we're going to fussy cut them out. Okay, so we're just going round. Go round and round with your scissors, fussy cutting. I do like a bit of fussy cutting. And you just leave yourself a white border around the edge, because that looks the best. fussy cut around those things, and you're moving your paper and not your scissors, and that would be a lot quicker if you do it that way. Just move your paper and not your scissors. Your paper and not your scissors, and go round and leave a little white border all the way round. Don't cut his feet off, remember to leave him his feet. And then we're going to cut these flourishes out. Now, to cut these flourishes out, I'm just going to go in and out, in and out. And then when it comes to this side, I'm probably not going to be so precise. Still leave your white border around, like that. Like that. Let's move that out of the way. Bring in our box. We're going to pop our little peacock on some dimensionals, so a few dimensionals on there. We're going to stick him down onto the bottom like that, and then with our flourish we're going to bring that around there like that. And I'm just going to put some glue dots on that. So decide where you want your little peacock feathers. I think we're going to put it like that. And I think that's rather cute. Let's come out again. I hope you could see what I was doing. Right, let's move all this stuff out of the way. Bring in our little boxes. Oops. Bring in our little boxes like that. Let's tip them up so you can see them better. I think they're rather cute, don't you? I think they're rather cute. There we are. So that's all for today. Again, if you wish to get measurements or details, click in that little down arrow description bar in the bottom right hand corner. If you'd like to shop online, and I'd be delighted to have you as a customer. I always send lots of little thank you gifts to my customers too, as I really appreciate your business. So thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.